Welcome back. Thank you for tuning in. You're watching ARS Market View Text Talk. We are now joined by Ndobeko Manana and Ngosi Mahlalela to bring you updates on the TCC regulations. A very good afternoon. Thank you for joining us, ladies. Well, Ndobeko, let me start with you. Just give us updates on the implementation of the TCC regulations we had on previous seasons.
A very good afternoon to you, Lulu, and to our viewers at home. And as usual, thank you so much for the opportunity to always update our clients on all things ERS. So today we are back to continue the conversations around the TCC regulations, and also just to highlight that, in fact, since the implementation or the enforcement date of the 2nd of March, the ERS has been working tirelessly in the background to make sure that we educate our clients on the regulations, the new regulations, but also ensuring that on our side we're making it as seamless as possible and as convenient as possible for our clients to access the TCC. So there's been several initiatives that we've rolled out since implementing the regulation, and a number of initiatives that assist our clients to be able to get back on track, and we're here today just to talk a little bit about those various initiatives.
Yeah, elaborate from these initiatives. What are these initiatives that ARS has in ensuring clients are supported towards tax compliance?
Good afternoon, Lulu. Good afternoon to our viewers as well. Thank you so much for the opportunity. We are always grateful. So yes, indeed, since the introduction of the TCC regulations, as Ndobeko has highlighted, we are very intentional in assisting our clients to walk the journey of compliance and partner with our clients. First of all, the ERS has decided to kind of do a phased approach in terms of implementing the enforcement of some of the transactions that are listed within the regulations. One of which is the one that speaks to the requirement of a TCC when procuring or when tendering for goods and services above the tune of 20,000 emalangeni. In this requirement, the ERS has decided that we will delay the enforcement of the requirement of a TCC when procuring goods and services above 20,000 emalangeni when you are tendering with a small business. A small business, in our instance here, we are talking to businesses that are making annual turnover of 0 emalangeni to 500,000 emalangeni in a year. So what this means, Lulu, really is that if you are tendering or if you are buying from a small business during this period until the 31st of March 2027, we don't expect you to require a tax compliance certificate from the small business. Yes, we are literally giving an opportunity to our small businesses to put their house in order when it comes to the issues of being tax compliant. During this time, we want to give them an opportunity to, first of all, Lulu, register. We understand that some businesses, because maybe they are trading at or they're operating at a very small scale, they didn't see the need to register. They didn't even know that they are required to approach the ERS and be registered. But during this time, we're saying this is an opportunity for our clients that are in business, whether in a very small scale, to come forth and get registered. What we'll be doing during the time of registration, there's a very simplified income tax regime that we introduced, which is solely meant for our small businesses, which is called presumptive tax. That is where we will be actively enrolling them in. In this regime, we are saying if you're making 0 emalangeni to 50,000 emalangeni in a year, you will be taxed at 0%, meaning you won't be paying any tax. But if you make an annual turnover of just about 50,000 emalangeni up to the tune of 500,000 emalangeni, you'll be taxed at 1.75%. And this is based on turnover. So during this time, we'll really be engaging with our clients, educating them on record keeping, the importance of submitting their returns on time. So, but all we are saying is that please do not require a TCC from a small business, but of course, provided that they do not have outstanding tax obligations. And the ERS is available to assist our small business during this time as to how do I get on track, how do I get back on track and ensure that I'm tax compliant come 31 March 2027, everything is in order. Now, when the regulation starts to apply, even also to our small businesses, we want to believe that during the time, everything will be kind of like smooth.
Yeah, great initiative indeed by the ERS. Hopefully, businesses will appreciate it. So, Ndobeko, coming back to you, what else is the ERS doing to assist businesses to get back on track to ensure that they are tax compliant?
So Kabalangosi has highlighted what we have introduced for our smaller businesses with a threshold of 500,000 below. We've also included an initiative for businesses earning an annual turnover of 500,000 and above to say, Nakona, those businesses, we want to support you in ensuring that the people or the organizations they work with are tax compliant. So ERS has been working very closely with procuring entities to assist them in streamlining this tax verification process. When we first introduced these regulations, there was quite some concern from the business fraternity to say ERS is now adding an extra layer or an administrative burden on our side to check for compliance with the service providers that we utilize. So what we are saying as ERS is we're encouraging these entities to share their supplier databases with us, and we will do the checking and the verification on our side. We're also working closely with the banks as well in regards to the funds transfer regulation. Again, we are working with the banks to assist with the verification of compliance on our end. So we really are trying to make sure that we make this compliance journey as simplistic as possible and not add any extra layer or any frustration to our clients. But I think the most important or key message that we as ERS are saying to our taxpayers is just ensure that you maintain a tax compliant status at any given time. So if there is a requirement to produce a TCC, you aren't frustrated, there aren't any delays in doing so. But I also think it's important for us to highlight that those clients that find themselves in a non-compliant status, there are programs that we have at the ERS that can support those clients to make sure that they're back on track, and we'll talk to what those programs are.
As Ndobeka has emphasized on the importance of maintaining a compliant status. So then what happens to non-compliant clients? Does the ERS assist them in keeping up to date?
Yeah, definitely, Lulu. I think one would also like to highlight, even before I get into the programs, that the regulations, at the heart of the regulations is not just the certificate as a document, is tax compliance. It's really maintaining a tax compliant status. And we understand that there could be some difficulties that would maybe cause a business not to pay their taxes on time, or maybe they don't even afford. Hence, the ERS has come up with initiatives, one of which we have termed it Sonzela's Kulume. Literally, saying, come, let's have a conversation. First of all, file all your returns so that you can accumulate the tax debt, and then come, let's sit and have a conversation how you can best, approach or pay up your tax debt. In doing that, we will agree on payment terms, meaning you'll pay in installments. I wish to highlight to our clients that once you've signed that payment agreement, please adhere to the agreement. If there are any challenges, still approach the ERS. Don't only come when you want to sign up the arrangement, and then when it's ongoing, you are having those challenges, and then you go and you're not, communicating with the Eswatini Revenue Service. In that way, it will be as if you're now deviating from the agreement. Yet, when you are upholding any, for as long as you are adhering to the agreement, you are a tax compliant client in our eyes, and you deserve a tax compliant certificate. Meaning you could still be owing, but for as long as you are servicing a payment arrangement, you are a compliant client, and you will be receiving a TCC, so that whenever there are opportunities to tender or whenever you are required a TCC, you can simply just access your TCC. Another program which we have termed voluntary disclosure program, literally here we're saying, could happen that in the past maybe you didn't disclose much or in full or accurately in terms of the income that you've accumulated. We are saying it is different when the ERS is the one that then picks that there's a discrepancy, or when we're now doing an audit. Where if you are the one who approaches the ERS and say, you know what, yes or and so, it happened that when I did my calculations, I then did not submit in full. The conversation really will just be different. You might even find, in terms of penalties, ERS was the one who then picked that discrepancy. So we really would like to encourage our clients. We are saying, let everyone who requires a TCC get a TCC. Hence, we are very intentional in making it possible. And I wish to encourage our clients that let them give themselves and ERS a chance so that we treat their problems or their encounters case by case. When I was owing a ERS, this is what happened. Come to the ERS. Let's have a conversation about your tax account. Let's treat your account case by case. And
I think
definitely.
postpone,
Hence this one's the last clue. Come forth. Let's have a conversation about your tax account, and we'll agree on payment terms that will best suit you.
All right. All right. So Ndobeka, remind us again how and where to get the TCC.
So the ERS has made it very simple to access the TCC and quick as well. In the past, our clients would need to visit our service centers and manually retrieve a TCC. But we've created platforms such as our website. Our clients can visit our website on www.ers.org.za. Search for the Instant TCC tab on our homepage. Click on it, it takes you to a page that then wants a bit of information. So if you are looking for your TCC as a business, you populate your tax identification number, your email address and all of that. But if you're looking for your TCC as an individual, ufagi pin yako. And your TCC is emailed directly to you. In less than 5 minutes, you're able to access it. But if you are not, and this is for compliant taxpayers, but if you are not compliant, you will also be alerted. But I'd like to add how in the background, there are teams that are just checking e-system yet. And when there is anyone who has been declined, they immediately are calling them to say, we see you tried to apply for a TCC here and the system didn't approve it. How can we assist and bring that client into the ERS, getting assistance from ERS. So you can access it on our website. You can also access it on our ERS TaxPal app and follow the same process there. So we've really tried to ensure that we digitize the process, and it's one of the reasons why we delayed the enforcement. Remember, these regulations were established in 2022 or gazetted in 2022, but it is only this year that we are now actually enforcing, because we wanted to make sure on our end the process is as seamless and as convenient as possible for our clients.
Yeah, great. Parting message, Debo, in just a minute.
Thank you very much.
Message to your clients.
Thank you, Lulu. To our viewers, I'd like to highlight that the ERS is not just only about enforcing, but we are very committed in partnering with our clients whilst they are walking the compliance journey. Do approach the ERS. We are available to assist you and help you get back on track so that you are tax compliant and you get the TCC.
All right. Thank you, ladies. Thank you for coming through. Well, there you have it. Masat Lamahle. For more information, to contact the ERS service centers for more information. Let's go for a break. We come back with our local economist, Lisbia.